talking about. We moving up to the big house. Yeah, don't worry about it, baby, hold tight. 'Cause in a minute everything is gonna be alright. Yeah, tonight's gonna be a good night. And baby, I just wanna chill with you. Oh yeah, pop some bottles, burn the L with you. Get high above the clouds with you, show you the bigger picture.
I think that you're the only one who knows me. You never tried to play me, never try to control me. You never raise your voice or talk down to me. And I'm so glad that you ain't the guy. And you know I'm down the ride. Got your back, I'm by your side. That's why it's all about you and me tonight.
I wanna get high above the clouds with you, show you the bigger picture.
When I think back about it, about the ones I left in the past, it seems I was looking to you. I guess that's why they didn't last. Maybe I was just a lesson for them, to show them how to treat good girls. No, I could never go back, not for anything in the world. When I met you, you opened up, you showed me things, you shared your dreams. So shocking to me, I couldn't believe that you and I want exactly the same things. And since that day, we never part. You're my ace, you're my heart. It's like I know you from another life. Attraction so strong, it
Baby, I
transcends
want you to
time.
love me, and you're the only one who can touch me. And I love it when you kiss me, and when you do, I see the beat. Baby, I want you to feel me, and you're the only one who can move me. And I love it that you know me. I just wanna get
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Julle Renee. If you just tuned in, you're listening to the Jewel Box by way of WDRB Media, the voice of the community. That was just a little special treat, a little jewel that I had in my box, something I wrote back in 2006. It's called The Bigger Picture. Just thought I'd share that with you before we get into the message this evening. I hope everyone's doing great. Again, you just tuned into the Jewel Box. If you would like to reach out to me, you could do so by going to JULLEART.com. That's jewelart.com. That's my website. It's kind of a one-stop shop for everything that I do. So if you are looking to promote your business, if you need free advertising, if you're an independent artist and you'd like to have your music played, if you have business branding needs, if you need logos for your business, signs, website designs, things of that nature, please go ahead and contact me there. There's plenty of links to everything that I do and all of my services. You can also go to my page, JewelArt.com/events, and you can see what events that I have coming up in the future and see if you want to participate. Okay, so what are we going to be talking about this evening? I'll start this off by telling you guys a little bit about myself. I grew up in the music and entertainment industry, and once I became old enough to work a regular job, I always kept a day job. In my history of day jobs, I've worked in a broad range of different industries, everything from construction and manufacturing to hospitality, customer service, retail, interior design. I've also participated in quite a bit of schooling, combined about 8 years, different subjects, music, liberal arts, visual art, graphic design, 3D design, and I received my bachelor's degree in psychology. And I say that not to brag or to bore you, just to let you know that I've worked amongst a huge number of diverse individuals. And, you know, even more so now that I've become a full-time entrepreneur. My message tonight involves the different relationships that people encounter when working with one another. The attractions that people have between one another that can develop. And it'll probably be better if I start this off by giving you a scenario. Let's say you do what you love for a living. And you're fortunate enough to land a position with a company doing exactly what you love. So you begin to work for this company and you find yourself around others that enjoy what they do, and you all are actually, experts at what you do in your own unique way. This position requires that you spend a lot of time around the group of people that you're working with. Not only do you work closely together, you also have things that you do together that's away from work, meetings and conferences and just different outings that you all have to attend that's related to the work that you do. Being that you work closely with this group of people and you spend a lot of time with them, you begin to learn a lot about one another. You work on projects together, you collaborate, you communicate, and sometimes you talk about, your personal life. You may talk about your likes and dislikes. You may talk about issues that you're having in your personal lives. You may talk about just about anything when you're spending a whole lot of time with people. You learn that, Bob is a neat freak and he likes to keep everything organized. Jessica is funny. You can always count on her to tell a bunch of jokes. Don is a little bit conceited and he always talks about himself. Susan likes to bake and she always brings in cookies and brownies and all kinds of goodies. There's one coworker that is very easy on the eyes. You find yourself attracted to that person. You like a lot of the same things. You feel comfortable sharing a lot of, more personal details than you will maybe with the rest of the team. He or she may seem easy to talk to, and maybe they can relate to some of the things that you've been through. You two become close, and you find yourself feeling that you want to be more than just coworkers, more than just someone that you collaborate with and come up with great ideas with, more than just friends. And I just want to say, there's nothing wrong with meeting someone within your work that you wind up spending the rest of your life with, and that is your soulmate. You feel that person is the one and they are the one. What I want to discuss is something that's a little bit different. A situation where work relationships involving attraction becomes an unhealthy pattern. It can become an unhealthy pattern when one finds him or herself in these situations many, many times over and over again. And a lot of times the result can be you wind up sleeping with this person that you work with, and then it doesn't work out, and then it becomes weird. And you have to come in and look at and work with that person every day, and it's not the way it was before you crossed that line of becoming intimate with that person. And that's just one scenario. It could be way more simple. It could just be that you see someone and you feel an automatic attraction to that person. It may be because of how they carry themselves or the way that they look or how they speak, or it could be something that you can't quite put your finger on. We're going to take a short break and then we'll come back and we'll talk more about the word of the evening, attraction. You've just tuned into the Jewel Box. I'm your host, Julle Renee. We are brought to you by WDRB Media, the voice of the community. You can also listen to this broadcast via iHeartRadio and TuneIn Radio. For your business branding and free advertising needs, you can go to julleart.com. That's JULLEART.com. We also want to thank our proud sponsor, Bombazi CBD, located on 4401 East Independence Boulevard, Charlotte, North Carolina, Suite 102, for all of the best quality and the best prices in CBD products. And we're back. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Jewel Box. I'm your host, Julle Renee, and we were talking about the word attraction. Well, what is attraction? Attraction can be described as energy. You know that it's energy because it's something that you can feel. It draws your attention to something or someone. It can lead to wanting to be physically closer to someone or something, or to think about that object or person. We all have attractions to things, people, and places and ideas. An attraction itself is not a good or bad thing. It's more so a sign that there is information in the direction of your attraction. When it comes to attraction, are you the deer that's stuck in headlights? Are you the moth that's drawn to the flame, and we all know what happens to the moth. Involving what may feel like an intimate type of attraction towards another person, it may not always mean that you need to have sex with that person. Sometimes when you find yourself drawn to a person, or if people find themselves drawn to you, sometimes, a lot of times, it's about a lesson, something that you need to learn from that person, something that you may need to observe about that person, something that you can take and use in your own life. The people and objects and ideas and situations that we find ourselves attracted to many times can reflect and teach us things about what's going on inside of us. And remember, attraction itself is not a negative or positive thing. It's our reaction. It's what we do based on those attractions that can lead to a negative or what we think of as a positive result. A good key is to observe those attractions. Ask yourself, why am I attracted to this person, or why am I attracted to that thing? And from there, that'll give you a better way of knowing what the next step should be. If you find yourself attracted to certain people and situations and things that turn out to be negative, then that's something that you want to take a look at, and you want to learn from those past situations. If you find that certain people and situations and things are attracted to you, like almost like they follow you, same thing. You want to look at those situations and ask, what am I exuding that is drawing these type of situations and things to me? If the outcome is usually something that you don't want to manifest, what steps are you taking to change that up and make things come out in a different way? Observing your attractions will teach you a lot about yourself. And hey, this message is not for everyone, but I know that there are some out there who need to hear, you don't have to become romantically involved with everyone that you are attracted to. Sometimes there's a deeper meaning that lies within that attraction that, as I said before, can teach you something about yourself, or there may be something new that you need to learn from that person that will benefit you. So, when it comes to attraction, stop and ask yourself if there's a bigger picture, if there's a deeper meaning to it, other than just hooking up, if you choose. I'm just sharing a message. I'm not your mama or your daddy. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just sharing something that you can do. Okay? So if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Jewel Box. I'm your girl, Jewel Renee. I hope that you all have enjoyed, or at least found, this discussion interesting. And if you need to reach out to me, if you need business branding, if you need graphic designs, if you need business logos, you need business cards done, you need signs for your business, you need website designs, if you are an independent artist and you want to come on and play your music, and you want to come talk about where we can find and listen to your music or follow you, hey, you might just need some advice. Contact me. Go to my website. It's JULLEART.com, and you'll also find links to some events that I'm going to be hosting and that I will be participating in at JewelArt.com/events. I hope that you all have a great, productive week. And hey, I'll see you next week. Well, I'll talk to you next week. Same time, same place, like same bat time, same bat place, right here on the Jewel Box. I'm your host, Jewel Renee. I'll be back next week, Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, remember, observe your attractions. See the bigger picture.